Welcome back to the Mueller Sports Center here on the campus of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. My name is Max Gross, courtside here at OKWU, bringing you the action here. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Avila on the radio today. K1 AM 1400, FM 93.3. You can find the broadcast streaming online, bartlesvilleradio.com, directly to your mobile device on the free-to-download Bartlesville Radio mobile app. Also want to welcome in all of our viewers on the Oklahoma Wesleyan basketball YouTube page as well. However you're taking in the game, thanks for being here today. We weren't sure if we were going to be here today, even up as late as midnight last night. Weren't really sure with the road conditions, but sun melted some of that ice. As far as I know, Avila, both teams were able to make it here safely. The women's team already got a win, Oklahoma Wesleyan 73-61. Now the men's team will try to complete the season sweep as well. Didn't get to play Wednesday's game against Southwestern here. That one would have been really fun. A chance for the Eagles to try to bolster their postseason resume and get revenge on a loss earlier in this semester on the road in Winfield. But Mother Nature said, no thank you. We're lucky we are here today. Next Wednesday against Tabor here at home. Not really sure what's going to happen with that one next Saturday with Bethany. Still don't really know about that one either. But the important thing is we are here today. Coach Bostwick telling his team, you just got to stay within this moment. You can only take it one game at a time. Every time you go out there on the floor is another opportunity to get a big win. Oklahoma Wesleyan has a number next to its name for the first time this season, ranked 22nd in the coaches poll that came out on Wednesday. Eagles had been in the receiving votes category all year long. This is the first time since the D2-D1 merger at the beginning of the season that Oklahoma Wesleyan has been ranked in that coaches poll. We love to see that. What we don't love to see, Caston Ammons, unfortunately, not going to be suiting up for Oklahoma Wesleyan in this one. COVID-19 protocol has him on the bench. So, 6'4 junior from Denton, Texas, Brandon Bird is going to be summoned into the starting lineup. Oklahoma Wesleyan playing as good a basketball as they played all year long. Winners of 5 consecutive games. This is the second time that they've had a 5-game winning streak this year. They have not had a winning streak longer than 5 games. After a bad loss to Bethel in overtime on the road to start the year, the Eagles rattled off 5 straight victories. And then Oklahoma Wesleyan, since their loss to Southwestern on a Monday night up in Winfield, they've won 5 straight. It was a week ago today at Sterling. We were there for the 93-71 victory for Oklahoma Wesleyan over the Warriors. That one was close near the end of the first half, but Oklahoma Wesleyan put their foot on the gas pedal. They took care of the basketball. 7 turnovers only in that one, and they made 17 three-pointers. It was Dylan Phillip who had a career-high 19 points in that one. Oklahoma Wesleyan, 7 of their last 8 have been wins. They've had 3 straight games, too, where somebody set a career high in scoring. Remember, not too long ago, it was Brooks Haddock lighting the world on fire, scoring 41 here. February 1st, it was Caleb Stokes scoring 33 points against Friends in a victory. We've had some fun moments here in this second semester at the Mueller Sports Center, hoping for more today. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Avila, roughly 5 or so minutes away from tip-off. This is Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops right here on K1. Starting lineup time here at the Mueller Sports Center, Oklahoma Wesleyan University. For the Avila Eagles, they come in at 11-9, 6-8 in conference, led by fifth-year head coach Bill Sloan. They'll start 6'1" junior from Spring Hill, Kansas, Trey Heinrich. He can be a dangerous shooter from beyond the arc. Then Dante Simpson, the junior out of Union City, Tennessee, in the starting lineup as well. Then you have out there Simpson, who averages the 11 points per game. Tyree King getting his first action since January 8th out of Blue Springs, Missouri. The transfer from Emporia State is out there in the starting lineup. Then Dylan DeShazer draws the start. 6'3" sophomore from Lewisburg, Kansas, in the lineup as well. 6'5" freshman out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, Hunter Hoggett, a 15-point-per-game scorer in the lineup as well today. Don't really have a true center out there. Going to be interesting. Donnie Bostwick talked to me about some of the coaching points for his team coming into this game. We'll touch on those in a little bit. Speaking of Coach Bostwick, fourth year back at the helm at Oklahoma Wesleyan University. 3 years in a row, this team has gone to the national tournament, hoping to make it 4 in a row here this year. Talked with Coach yesterday. He was optimistic about his team's chances getting into the postseason after cracking the top 25 this week. Assisted on the bench by former NAIA national champion Gene Hartman, played on the 2009 Eagles team under Coach Bostwick. Blake Zink, Kyle Comiskey is the graduate assistant. Starting lineup, Talon Miller, a 6'1" sophomore from Frisco, Texas, Heritage High School, averaging over 5 assists per contest in his last 7 ball games. Then we have Brandon Bird getting the start for Cass Ammons, who's in the COVID protocol, unfortunately. 4th career start for Brandon Bird, had a couple last year. He's top in the conference in assist-to-turnover ratio. Very good with the basketball in his hands. Brooks Haddock, the 6'2" junior from Muskogee, Oklahoma, shooting it at 47% from beyond the arc. 19 of 28 from downtown in his last 4 games, including that record-breaking performance here 9 days ago. Caleb Stokes, a 6'6" sophomore, is in the starting lineup. He's out of Tulsa Lincoln Christian High School, 17 points, 7 rebounds per contest. And then the big fella, the senior down low, Jansen Litsky, 6'6" fella out of Owasso, played at Rejoice Christian High School. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get this thing going. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Avila. It's Eagle basketball today on K1 AM 1400 and FM 93.3. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Avila getting set to tip off here on K1 AM 1400 and FM 93.3. You can also find the broadcast streaming online, bartlesvilleradio.com, directly to your mobile device on the free-to-download Bartlesville Radio mobile app as well. 16-5, 22nd ranked Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles coming in to this one at 12-4 in conference play, pretty squarely cemented into that second spot in the conference standings. Avila is 11-9 overall. They're 4-6 on the road, 6-8 in conference play, battling right now for 9th place. This was a team that started off pretty hot. They had a slow start actually in terms of games played, but they were playing well when they were playing, but 2-5 since the 62-53 loss to Oklahoma Wesleyan back on January the 11th. That was a wacky basketball game. The Eagles of Wesleyan turned the ball over 27 times, but they also grabbed 62 rebounds. Both of those are season highs in terms of the rebounds. 62, that's the most that any team in the conference has put up this season. And then the 27 turnovers was part of a really ugly stretch for Oklahoma Wesleyan where they really struggled to hold on to the basketball. Starting lineups being announced on the floor. We'll give them to you one more time. For the team in purple, it's Trey Heinrich, Dante Simpson, Dylan DeShazer, Hunter Hoggett, Tyree King, Talon Miller, Brandon Bird, Brooks Haddock, Caleb Stokes, and Jansen Litsky start for the gray-clad Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles. This team is playing as good a ball as it's played all season long right now, and they are trying to continue with their momentum and take that into the postseason. As many as 3 regular season games could be left. This could be the last regular season game. We really don't know with this weather system that is looming right now. We'll talk about that and how it could affect this team throughout the course of the broadcast. Some last-second words of wisdom for Donnie Bostwick right now in the huddle for Oklahoma Wesleyan as they talk things over. Kasdan Ammons not in the starting lineup. He was the injury replacement for Austin Poling, who broke his wrist against Bethel early on in the second semester. The Eagles were 7-1 with Ammons in the starting lineup. Now Brandon Bird called upon for his 4th career start here tonight. Disappointed his parents were trying to come up here this weekend. The weather, unfortunately, forced them to have to stay home in North Texas. Hopefully, Brandon Bird will have a nice performance for the Bird family watching from home. We know they are. Hoggett and Stokes jumping. And it will be Stokes winning the jump ball for the Eagles. They'll go from left to right on your radio dial. Second best offense in the conference at 84.7 points per game. Just shy of 37% from downtown as a unit. That's the best number in the KCAC. Right corner, it's Bird with the ball. They'll get it to Stokes. Baseline right, cutting Haddock at the rim. Haddock lays it up and in off the glass. 2-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan. Avila with the basketball, 76 points per game. That's 7th in the conference. Field goal shooting, 42%. That's 12th best in the league. Here's a pass to Simpson off his hand, out of bounds in the corner. And Oklahoma Wesleyan gets a thunderous roar from their bench as they force a turnover the opening play. Coach Bostwick told me yesterday Avila really competes without a true center. Hoggett 6'5", DeShazer 6'3". They really like to double up on you in the post, and that's why the Eagles turned it over. It creates some advantages with the short team out there for Avila, but it also creates some disadvantages for Wesleyan. Bird in the middle gets it to Stokes up high with the basketball, spinning away from the defender. Back to Bird left side in the corner, 10 to shoot. Bird feeds it to Litsky. He's doubled on the post, wrestles that one away from DeShazer. Baby hook off front rim, won't go. Ball taken in by Heinrich, sends it forward to a flashing Hoggett, who lays it up at the rim to out this game at 2. First minute. Eagles sprint out the other way. Litsky left side for Brandon Bird, the junior. Bird holding onto it, frees Haddock, top of the key, 3, but first a whistle down low. Haddock had that catch-and-shoot triple fall down, but it was after the whistle. A foul away from the play on Dante Simpson for Avila. Wish they would have swallowed that whistle for an extra second. It would have been 3 points on the board for Wesleyan. Instead, an inbound to Litsky, left corner with the basketball. Stokes in the middle, hesitates, fires one up over Hoggett, not going to go down. Rebound tracked in by DeShazer for Avila. Purple Eagles will slow it up. Heinrich, the 6'1 junior out of Spring Hill, Kansas, holds on to it. 5 points, 3 assists last time these teams got together. Heinrich, top of the key, sizes up a deep one, hits off the back rim, won't go. Rebound falls into Jansen Litsky's hands, and Wesleyan works the other way. Knotted up at 2 here. Eagles have won 5 in a row in this series against Avila. They lost here in December of 2017 before Avila had joined the conference. Stokes double-teamed on the post, gets it to Haddock on the left wing, 15 to shoot. Haddock trying to create, and a foul called on the perimeter as Hoggett runs into Haddock outside. Already 2 fouls on Avila. A team that plays really physical defense. A lot of good teams have struggled against Avila. Here's Miller crossing over, right wing. Gives it off to Bird. Now Stokes. Extended block right side, working on Simpson. Stokes in the post, they double team him. He turns around and sits it in. A nice bucket for Caleb Stokes, who had a double-double the last time these teams got together, but he also had 8 turnovers in that one. Eagles are hoping for more efficiency in this contest today. Here's Heinrich to DeShazer, top of the key. Push pass right for Hoggett. Now Tyree King freed for 3. That one's short. Haddock got a hand in his face, but Heinrich recovers underneath and lays it up and in off the offensive glass. That one just kind of took a weird bounce off the rim, and we're tied at 4 apiece. Wesleyan on offense. Bird left side. Left elbow, Stokes faces up the defender, kicks it off to Litsky, who's got an easy jam. Jansen at the rim for 2. He threw that one down with some muscle. 6-4, Oklahoma Wesleyan. 17-10 to go in the contest, first half. Eagles playing well so far. Here's Simpson left side up top. Hoggett shot fake, driving on Bird, who's a great defender. Now King right side jab step. Got Stokes in the air. Gives it off to Hoggett. Around to Heinrich. Straightaway 3 ball. That one pops out. Loose ball rebound. It's going to be Simpson giving it up. And Avila gets another offensive board, playing these bounces well so far. A team that got absolutely dominated on the glass in Kansas City last month. A miss there from King and a rebound for Oklahoma Wesleyan. A 2-point advantage. Stokes hands it off to Miller. A deep 3 left side. Pops out. Rebound for Avila. Oklahoma Wesleyan with the basketball right now. On defense right now. 16.5 minutes to go. First half. Hoggett up high on the left side with the ball. Here's King, a left wing 3 ball. And he gets it to go. King was falling down in the process there. 7-6. Avila goes out in front here, 4 minutes in. Here is Stokes, high post right side. Facing up Hoggett. Stokes taking it to him. A spin inside. He's bumped. Misses the shot inside. He's going to have a chance at the rebound, but no dice there. A possible whistle could have been blown. Avila in transition. Simpson left side, met at the rim by Litsky, and they're going to call it jump ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Avila's possession. So after the first whistle here with 15:50 to go in the first half, 7-6. Avila has the advantage as subs are made for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Normally make these wave substitutions every 4 minutes. Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops on K1 this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. AM dial 1400 FM 93.3. Translator K227CQ Bartlesville. It's past 3 o'clock here on a Saturday afternoon. Van Putten, Dylan Phillip, Lenz Ramey, Max Valentino, Kayvon Boston check in. Simpson mid-post left side, throws it across court, intercepted by Valentino. Oklahoma Wesleyan on the move. Here's Phillip to the corner. Boston back to Phillip, left side for 3. That one off front iron. Valentino offensive board to Van Putten inside for an easy bucket. An offensive board and some great passing for OKWU, and they take the lead at 8-7. Now they play defense here against Avila, a group that struggles to shoot the ball. Hoggett left corner, kick pass to Simpson. Back around for King. Hoggett up high on the right, and they'll get it over left side. Hoggett top of the key, little head fake, step back, left elbow jumper, sinks it. Tough shot for Hoggett, goes down. He's got 4 points. 5 minutes into this ball game, 9-8. Avila is the advantage. Phillip on the left side with it. Feeds Valentino on the post, backing down the smaller defender Simpson. Valentino took an extra step with it, and it will be a turnover for OKWU. Avila has the basketball. Defenders are Boston, Ramey, Van Putten, Phillip, and Valentino. Avila has Hoggett throwing it right side for Heinrich. Now Tremaine Banks into the ball game. Back to Heinrich. Handles the basketball up high. One-on-one with Valentino. Heinrich in the lane. Kick to the corner for Simpson. 13 to shoot. Simpson cross court. He gets it for Banks. Banks now back up top for Hoggett. A lot of ball movement. Hoggett crossing over, getting in the lane. Kicks left. Heinrich from the wing for 3. Too strong. Van Putten comes away with the board. Sprints out the other way for Wesleyan. Van Putten throws it to Ramey up top to Phillip, right side, trying to create a shot. Instead, they get it to Ramey. Pulls from straight away, hits it off back rim, won't go. And a foul called on Dylan Phillip, reaching around to try to get that board. Rare miss from Lenz Ramey from downtown. He's 8 of 16 over his last 5 games, including this one. Him and Brooks Haddock both over 50% from downtown over the last handful of contests. Eagles coming off of their first extended rest since the beginning of this run in January. They had played 7 games in 14 days prior to that. 9-8 Avila. Here is Brandon Phillips, throws it away inside. Eagles come away with a steal. Boston runs the point guard position. He'll have it on the left wing. Boston to Valentino, straight away for 3, sinks it. Max Valentino from downtown. Sophomore out of Argyle, Texas, chimes in. Now back the other way. Banks has one blocked in the lane. Wesleyan back the other way. Here's Phillip in the lane. Contact made and a blocking foul called on Avila. Third team foul, 6.5 minutes into this thing. Whistle goes on Phillips. 16-point per game scorer for him coming off the bench. Here's a lob for Van Putten at the rim off the inbound, and he sets it in. 4 points for Van Putten, and it's now 13-9 Oklahoma Wesleyan. Good stuff for OKWU here early on. Simpson has it up high as Avila is on offense. Heinrich hands off to Hoggett. A lot of motion cuts around the arc. Simpson is a great scorer as well. Another double figures guy. Kicks left side. Heinrich got by Boston. Now dump off to Simpson. Underneath for Banks, fading away and scores inside. The 6'4 junior from Kansas City, Tremaine Banks, gets a bucket. Had 8 points the last time out in the 12-point loss at Bethany on Wednesday. 2-point lead for Wesleyan. Boston with the basketball, working on Heinrich, isolated right side. Now Valentino skates in the lane, gets it to Ramey up high. Ramey driving, pauses mid-post left side, back to Phillip, left wing 3, dials it in from distance. Downtown, Dylan Phillip chiming in for the first time, coming off of a career-high 19 last Saturday at Sterling. 16-11 Wesleyan. Now Hoggett shot fake right side. Quick-paced offensive basketball game right now. Simpson backing down left elbow, plants in the middle, jumper is no good, but a foul called on the release there. Didn't look like a ton of contact made by Boston, but apparently enough to warrant a whistle there, and that'll send Simpson to the stripe here for a couple. 12:27 to go, first half. Simpson from the foul line sinks the first one, his first point. Really good scorer, but has struggled against Wesleyan mightily. Didn't score a point in last year's game here in Bartlesville, a 101-74 win for OKWU, and only had 2 points in the ball game in Kansas City. It was coming off of an extended break, though. Starters coming back in for OKWU at the 12:27 mark. Free throw from Simpson is good, so 16-13. One-score game. Miller, Litsky, Bird, Stokes, and Haddock, the 5 out there for Oklahoma Wesleyan on offense. Miller gets it to Haddock, right side, facing up, going to work, right elbow jumper, silky smooth and straight through for Brooks Haddock. He's got 4 points. This is a team he typically struggles against, just 35% from the floor, although he's averaging about 14 points per contest in 5 meetings. Hasn't necessarily done it efficiently. 5-point Wesleyan lead. Here's DeShazer. Right side for King, feeds a cutting Phillips, right elbow jumper off the dribble is good. Brandon Phillips, he's tough from the mid-range. It's 18-15, 3-point Wesleyan lead. Stokes up high, has it on the left wing, guarded tightly by Phillips, gets the ball to Litsky, straight away. Eagles trying to find somebody open. The defense has been tough from Avila so far. Stokes, mid-post left side, extended from the free throw line. He's double-teamed, throws it to Litsky, and he has to readjust, but is able to get the layup down low. And Bill Sloan wants a timeout on the Avila bench. 20-15, Oklahoma Wesleyan. 11.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. As Avila takes a timeout, we'll take one too. This is Eagle Hoops right here on K1. back here in Bartlesville, Oklahoma Wesleyan 20, Avila 15 out of the timeout for the Eagles that wear purple. It'll be Simpson out there with DeShazer, as well as Hoggett, King, and Phillips. Here is King on the left side for DeShazer. Back up top, Dante Simpson driving the lane. Dump off down low for DeShazer. Ball stripped, and a foul is called on Oklahoma Wesleyan. I think Miller is going to be the one getting in trouble there. It is on Talon. So that will be Dylan DeShazer going to the line. 8 of 10 from the stripe this year. DeShazer, a role player on this Avila roster, averages 3 points, a rebound and a half per contest. Sinks the free throw. Avila, 3 of 3 from the line as a team. DeShazer, another one to make it a 3-point game. It's through. 20-17, 11-plus minutes to go in the contest. Miller, Litsky, Stokes, Bird, and Haddock the 5 out there. Wesleyan 9 of 15 shooting so far. Haven't turned the basketball over either. Good offense for him against a really tricky defense. Here is Brooks Haddock, left corner, facing up with the defender Simpson. He's double teamed, throws it away in the lane. King comes away with the steal. Avila down 3 on the move. Hoggett on the left arc with it. Crosses over Bird, drives inside. Dump off for DeShazer underneath. Haddock got a hand on the shot down low. Eagles have a 5-on-4 the other way. Haddock, top of the key, steps into one. Got it to go. Big shot, Brooks. Up to 7 points with a huge momentum 3 after he himself blocked a shot down low. 6-point Wesleyan advantage. Phillips a response. It's an air ball off of DeShazer out of bounds. No, they say off of Wesley, and Talon Miller's jaw almost hit the floor. Mine did too. I think that one was pretty obviously off of DeShazer. You can see the difference in the arms there down low. I'd love to get an instant replay of that one because that doesn't seem like the right call. Anyways, it's Avila with the basketball down 6, and hooting and hollering from the Wesleyan bench. They throw it away anyways. Ball does not lie. Wesleyan in transition. Haddock, right wing, contact on the arm. Instead, it's a miss off back iron. They get it back to Haddock, straight away 3. That one short there, and a foul called on the interior against Wesleyan. Brooks getting a bit trigger happy there. I thought he had a case for a foul on the first release. 10-13 to go first half. 23-17 is the tally. Oklahoma Wesleyan leading Avila. They really had to struggle through that game. A 62-53 victory on January the 11th out there in Kansas City. They'll play defense now. Avila 6 of 14 from the floor and just 1 of 6 from downtown. Phillips working on Stokes, right arc. Phillips drives, falls away from 14. That's another bad air ball. Eagles on the move. Stokes catches the pass in stride. One-on-one in the lane, skating through, draws contact. And Caleb Stokes is going to head to the line here for a couple. Man, it only took him about 3 or 4 strides to really get that close to the basket at 6'6". He has a lot of length. It's been a huge benefit for Wesleyan's offense. Stokes, he had those bright spots last year as a freshman where he had those big scoring games. I remember he had some big shots in the KCAC finals against Ottawa, but what's made the difference this year is his consistency has been through the roof. It's the free throw there. 3 points for him so far, but he's been a guy the Eagles can rely on night in, night out pretty much. And very solid this year. I'd say an all-conference performer in my eyes. Second one off, battle for the board. It's going to result in a tie-up and a foul on Brandon Bird. Second one on Bird, already in the lineup replacing Ammons, who was in the lineup replacing Poling. Has plenty of experience. He'll stay out there. Back to that previous point, though, Stokes and Brooks Haddock both making a really strong case for the all-conference team. They take 10 on that all-conference group. Left side 3-ball, Tyreek King rattles it home. His second made triple of the day. 24-20 is where we stand right now. Oklahoma Wesleyan a slight advantage. Stokes dribbling, left side working on Phillips, one-on-one. Backdoor cut for Bird at the rim. Can't get it to go. Litsky's follow, too strong, and a foul, a late whistle on Avila down low. 2 easy looks on the interior that could have gone down for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Bird, a challenge look on the reverse layup, but Litsky's tap back, it was easy to see that he was affected. Still had a chance to get that 3-point play. Jansen's got 4 points, 4 rebounds. Free throw pops out. 61% for Jansen on the season.
Here we go.
Was in foul trouble last Saturday at Sterling. Still had 9 points, 5 rebounds.
Dylan.
Another one for Litsky at the line. That one rattles in. 25-20, 9:29 to go here in the contest. Avila hanging around here against a tough Oklahoma Wesleyan team, ranked number 22 in the nation. Simpson on offense with it, works off a pick from Banks, backside pass for Heinrich, back to Simpson. Now Heinrich works it around right side for Hoggett. Hoggett driving defense, converges, contact as he flips it up, and Hunter Hoggett's going to go to the line here for a couple. Really talented freshman scorer out of Sapulpa. Played some games here in Bartlesville back at his time.
Dylan, you got Bird.
Foul goes on Haddock. Hoggett makes the free throw. He's up to 5 points. Eagles gave him a sniff in recruiting, but ultimately ended up at Avila. Second free throw good as well. 25-22, Miller, Stokes, Litsky, Dylan Phillip, and Brooks Haddock in the ball game right now. Phillip comes in for Bird, who had the 2 fouls. Phillip is a great outside shooter. Now they sling it left side on the block for Stokes. Working on Phillip. Stokes down under, gets underneath and scores. Caleb Stokes up to 5 points today, and the Eagles are back up by 5, 27-22. Under 9 minutes to go, first half. Hunter Hoggett on the dribble, pauses right elbow, lost the ball, gets it back, kicks to the corner, Banks for 3. That one too strong, ball being volleyed around, and Stokes with the longest arms is the one who's able to grab it. His first rebound of the afternoon. Wesleyan by 5. Stokes on the dribble, left side of the lane, pauses and misses that one short inside. Litsky knocks over Phillips, and a foul on the Wesleyan big man down low. I believe that's going to be team foul number 7 on Oklahoma Wesleyan. That should be free throws on the other end for Avila. 8:27 left in the first half. We'll see subs for Oklahoma Wesleyan. The second unit is coming in. Over a 3-minute stanza there. Maintain the 5-point lead, did the Eagles starting unit. Brandon Phillips at the line. 20 points in the ball game back in Kansas City. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1. He's up to 3 today. 86% foul shooter. Senior out of Carrollton, Texas. Hebron High School. Hits them both at the line. 27-24, 8:25 left. First half here. Oklahoma Wesleyan at home. Playing this afternoon on K1. We appreciate you joining us. Boston has Van Putten set a pick for him up high. They get Van Putten on the block right side. Backing down Simpson. The double team comes. Van Putten in trouble. Is able to dribble out of it. That was a travel they call on Van Putten. I think that was his second dribble. It should have been a double dribble. But either way, a turnover for Wesleyan. They've given it up now 4 times. They've handled those post double teams better today. Remember, on January the 11th, turned it over 27 times in a 9-point win. It's not something you see very often. It's only a 3-point game right now. Hoggett has it right arc, working on Dylan Phillip. On the dribble, drives baseline right, pauses, feeds a cutting Brandon Phillips. Phillips turnaround jumper off glass, no good. Rebound for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Boston in the lane, hesitation dribble, dump off Van Putten, back up top. Phillip fires a 3. That one off to the right, rebound taken in by Avila. 3-point deficit. Phillips running the floor, gets Heinrich in the lane, and he banks that one in as he goes careening down. And it's a 1-point basketball game with 7.5 minutes left before the break. Oklahoma Wesleyan 55% from the floor in this one. As Boston runs off a pick, dumps to the corner for Lenz Ramey. Ramey gets in the lane, little turnaround 7-footer on the money. Good shot from Lenz Ramey. Man, is he creative down low. 29-26, Oklahoma Wesleyan with the advantage. Hoggett top of the key, kick left. Deep in the corner for Simpson, runs off a screen. Simpson in the lane, jump stop, 6-footer. Not there, rebound tapped around and controlled by OKWU. Boston with his foot on the accelerator at the top of the key. Thought about a 3, now gives it left arc for Phillip on the block. Valentino, he's double teamed. Valentino dribbling out of it, skips a pass to Phillip. Left side 3 ball, too strong. Rebound falls down to Phillips. Under 7 to go, 3-point Wesleyan lead, playing at home here for the first time in a while. This is their first game in a week. Here's Hoggett, shot fake right side, gets underneath the defender, rises from 10 on the baseline, not there. Van Putten sails over everybody to pull in the rebound. Wesleyan trying to add to a 3-point lead. They missed their last 3 shots from the floor. Boston right side 3, and that drought continues. Rebound is knocked around, and Avila is going to take it down. Eagles trying to find some answers on the offensive side. Both teams showing a little bit of fatigue. Avila played on Wednesday. They've lost 2 in a row to Ottawa and Bethany, both by double digits. Their season's lost a little bit of luster here down the back stretch. 6 minutes to go. Hoggett nearly lost it on the dribble, picks it back up, feeds Simpson, 5 to shoot. Simpson, top of the key, splits the defenders, gets to the rim with ease, but left it short. Rebound for Wesleyan. They've got numbers going the other way in transition. Ramey in the corner, back to Boston left side. Valentino squared away. Valentino driving ball, caroms around, and it's knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Starters coming back in for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Bench unit scored just 2 points in 3 minutes. 5:41 to go first half. 29-26 Oklahoma Wesleyan. Avila briefly led in the early goings. It was 7-6, 4.5 minutes into the ball game. Nobody really standing out scoring-wise. Haddock has 7, 5 from Litsky. Those are 2 of the guys back on the floor. So is Stokes, Miller, and Bird. Stokes rising in the lane and scoring. Donnie Bostwick wanted the and one. A tough 7-footer in traffic for Stokes. He's got 7 points as well to tie Haddock atop the score sheet. Wesleyan back up by 5. Would be a nice time for a little burst. Neither side's really had much of a run in this one. Heinrich up high for Avila. Right wing with it. Hoggett driving inside. Blocked by Litsky. Gets it right back though. Kicks it around. And there's 10 seconds to shoot. With the ball, it is Dinkins. Now DeShazer double teamed on the block. It's loose on the floor. Haddock diving on it. Tie up. Possession arrow goes to Avila. There's 2 on the shot clock where we stand right now. Good hustle from Brooks Haddock. They're going to say Wesleyan ball. Now they're getting it correct. It's Avila. The possession arrow was pointing that way. 5:03 left here, first half. Eagles on a 5-game winning streak. Wesleyan is trying to add on. Would be their longest winning streak of the season. Donnie Bostwick said he's pretty comfortable with this team in second place in the conference. They've got an outside shot at winning the league. They're trying to figure out whose possession this is right now. Coach Bostwick at the scorer's table, but talking about those postseason scenarios, we'll give you the result of this one in a second. They are going to say Wesleyan basketball, but the conference standings this year, because nobody's going to have the same amount of games played, they're not deciding it by percentage or anything like that. They're going to use an advisory committee comprised of 5 coaches and athletic directors from around the league. Coach Bostwick is pretty confident that no matter how many games this team has left, that they are probably going to get second place. I think losing games, Coach said, not losing, but not getting to play games as Bird drives in, gets it to Litsky. That would hurt them in a possible bid for a conference title, but they would probably need Bethel to lose to Tabor tonight. Here's Litsky on the post, and he gets that one to go close range. 33-26, Litsky's got 7 points, scoring the ball well down low against this undersized Avila roster. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Heinrich off a pick, left side with a basketball. In the corner, it's Haynes. Cross-court pass right side. Now the ball goes on the right side for King. Shaded by a couple defenders, gives it up to Dinkins. Deep on the bench is this Avila team right now. Here's Heinrich, left side to Dinkins. Pulls a deep 3 left wing. That one's short. Long board taken in by Miller. Dribbled off his leg, but chases it back down. 4 minutes to go before half. Wesleyan by 7, playing with energy right now. Haddock off a pick, has the basketball, handoff to Litsky, back to Brooks. Brooks is guarded by a couple on the left side for Bird. Now Litsky feeds a cutting Stokes, had to save that one on the baseline. They reset. Here's Miller on the right side. In the corner, Bird. Haddock, a leaning 3 from the wing. Tough shot, not there. Rebound for King, and Avila pulls it down. 7-point basketball game right now. Here is Dante Simpson, left side. Heinrich in the corner for Avila. Back to Simpson, unguarded from the left wing on in. Misses at the rim. He was hacked from behind by Litsky. Help defense didn't fill the lane for Oklahoma Wesleyan there. 3:33 to go, first half. Hard-fought basketball game right now. Avila, despite shooting 36% in this one, is hanging around. They're 8 of 8 from the line, and that's where Simpson is right now. First free throw is in. 9 straight have fallen. This Avila team not particularly great from the line. Just 67% on the season. Simpson will have another. Pulls him within 5 as that one goes straight through. 4 for Simpson, all from the stripe. 33-28 right now, Oklahoma Wesleyan, a 16-5 ball club. Avila is 11-9. Miller gets a pick from Litsky at the top of the key. Miller on the dribble right side in the lane, dribbles behind the back of the elbow, feeds Haddock. Now Bird around the corner, left side for Stokes for three, and he sinks it. Caleb Stokes from downtown, his first outside shot to fall. Top scorer for Wesleyan with 10 in double figures for the 35th time in his 2-year career. 8-point Wesleyan advantage, as big as it's been all day. Here's Phillips, throws it away. Miller tips it into the backcourt. Simpson recovers. He'll pick it back up, charge forward, top of the key. Thrown pass left corner for Dinkins. Pushes it to Phillips at the elbow. Phillips mid-range fall away from 8 feet, well short. Phillips has forced up some ugly looks so far. Wesleyan could go up by double digits. Stokes steps into a left side three ball, too strong. Bird gets the board and sets it in. Wesleyan by 10. Timeout Avila. 2:36 to go, first half. You love the energy, you love the hustle. Bird is there for the bucket. He's now scored in the last 6 games. We've got a full timeout on the floor. Eagles out in front, 38-28. More from Oklahoma Wesleyan coming up. It's Eagle Hoops right here on K1. (38-28) Oklahoma Wesleyan with the advantage over Avila here. Eagles playing good basketball on a 9-2 charge over the last 3 minutes. See how Avila adjusts out of the timeout here. It's Bird, Litsky, Haddock, Stokes, and Miller, the 5 out there defensively for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Simpson, Hoggett, Dinkins, Phillips, and Tremaine Banks out there. A near steal for Stokes at midcourt. He tried to save that one on the far side near the center line. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Simpson with the basketball out of Union City, Tennessee. He's a junior. Banks pushes it around left arc for Hoggett up top. Phillips trying to create, throws it down low into traffic. Loose ball out of bounds off of Wesleyan. It was Miller who denied that pass and swatted it out of bounds. Good stuff defensively for the Eagles. Avila just 8 of 24 from the field. We mentioned they really struggle shooting from the floor on the season. 12th best in the conference. Here is Simpson right side, jumping around in the lane, throws it weak side for Banks. The jumper cashes in from 16 feet. Second bucket for Tremaine Banks. 38-30, 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Wesleyan can push this lead back into double digits before halftime here against a really scrappy Avila team. Well coached by Bill Sloan. He's brought this team up into the KCAC. Stokes double teamed on the post. Haddock all alone left side for 3. That one falls out. Haddock thought he was slapped on the arm. I think he was right as Simpson was flying over. Either way, Avila back with it on offense. Haddock has missed a couple in a row from downtown after starting off hot. Here's Hoggett, baseline left, throws it for Banks. Back to Simpson, loose ball. Simpson on the deck with it. Litsky was a little tentative. He could have reached for it. Instead, back to Hoggett with 10 to shoot. Simpson straight away. Left side, Brandon Phillips works off of a pick. Gets it to Simpson. Fires the left wing 3 ahead of the shot clock buzzer. Misses short. Haddock skies for the rebound. You love the hustle from Brooks today, even with his shots not necessarily falling. Here is Haddock. He won't stay cool for long. Has it right corner. Litsky straight away. Now on the block for Stokes. That one tipped, and it comes back to Brandon Bird. Eagles lucky that wasn't a steal, and now they turn it back over as Bird slings it away. Rare turnover from Brandon Bird. We mentioned number 1 in the conference assist to turnover ratio. Dylan Phillip getting ready to check in. Not going to get him in time. Minute to go in this half. 38-30. 2 possession little stanza here will be important on what this final score is going into the break. Here's Simpson behind the back dribble at the elbow. Passes left for Hoggett. He's struggled offensively, sends a couple early buckets. Shot clock at 12, game clock at 47. Simpson, right side. Phillips, straightaway three over the defense. Has that one pop out. Phillips has not had the shot today. Normally a good scoring option for Avila has struggled. Here's Haddock in the corner. Shot fake, now kicks it back out to Miller. 20 on the shot clock, 29 on the game clock. Miller's going to let some time tick out up high. Takes a double pick toward the right wing. Miller one-on-one with Dinkins. Eagles trying to set something up. 10 to shoot. Miller to Bird on the left side with it. Bird trying to find somebody. Gets it to Litsky. 5 seconds. Here's Stokes in the lane around the defense as he's knocked down. And he'll have a shot from the foul line with 11 seconds remaining here in the first half. Stokes will try to add on to his game-high 10. Stokes has the free throw hit off front iron and fall down. 11 points for him in double figures for the 4th time in 4 career games against Avila. Been pretty good for him. Stokes, number 4 scorer in the entire conference. Second free throw pops out, though. 10 seconds left. Wesleyan by 9, defending on the final possession. Simpson, handoff Hoggett with 5 seconds right wing. Hoggett in the lane, dumps left for Dinkins. A 3 at the buzzer, not going to go. 39-30, Oklahoma Wesleyan has the advantage over Avila here. An exciting first half of basketball. We'll have stats and analysis on the way. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops on K1. Back here at Oklahoma Wesleyan University, 39-30 halftime here of the men's game. Oklahoma Wesleyan hoping for the doubleheader sweep against Avila. Lady Eagles won 73-62 in game number 1 of the day. We're talking now with head coach Grace Hadley of the Lady Eagles. Coach, I got a feeling your thoughts on that one that wasn't necessarily an 11-point win out there on the floor the way it looked like on paper. How do you feel about that one?
At this point of the season, a win is a win, and you got to move on to the next one. Yeah, it was not pretty most of the game.
You guys were able to slug through it. First game in 9 days for your team. Did the long layoff, do you feel like that had any effect out there?
I think this one it did. I think this was a bit too long. I think if we had played Thursday or Wednesday, it would have been a lot better. But I think with just in the weather and not knowing if this game was going to be able to be played or not, kind of trying to prep was pretty difficult at times.
I don't think there was too much of an effect on Hannah Nealis out there, who played phenomenally tonight. A career-high 28 points for, just talk to me what it's like coaching such a phenomenal talent like Hannah out there.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's challenging at times because, I'm still in the boat that she should have had 40 tonight. She missed a couple layups, missed a couple wide open threes, and I'm like, why settle for 28? Go get 50, But being able to run her off screens and this year adding her kind of transition stop and pop off those kickbacks, it's fun to do because it just opens up a lot of what we can do and allows for us to do more, especially when you add in Danae into that. I know she had a quiet game this tonight, but when you add those two in there, it just makes it fun.
Yeah, and one of the players I've really been noticing for you, Michaela Watkins, maybe her shooting hasn't been as stellar as it's been in previous seasons, but she's improved so much as a passer toward the top of the conference leaderboards in assists. What's her development been like?
Her development this year is just IQ. She's starting to see the game kind of like that senior that you love to see in those 4-year point guards, where they know what's going to happen before it happens. They know the pace of the game and situation. Tonight I felt like situational. She did really, really well. Of when we needed to slow up and run a play, she got us in that. When we needed to push it a little bit, she did that. She was feeling the rhythm of the game really well tonight. I think one person I want to give a shout out to, because it's not statted, but I mean River Jeffries absolutely balled out on defense tonight, stopping the best, probably one of the most prolific scorers we have in the KCAC, of just getting to her shot whenever she wants it, in our new scheme. But River did an amazing job. She played most of the game on her, no catch, and that's tough. And I know she's tired, but she did a really, really nice job for us.
Talking Oklahoma Wesleyan Lady Eagle Hoops head coach Grace Hadley. You guys now 9-8 in conference play, over that 500 mark. Maybe 2 games left, maybe 1 game left, maybe no games left. We don't really know what the weather is going to do here, probably in about 12 hours or so, really. But talk me through some of the postseason scenarios for your ball club.
Yeah, so what it looks like right now, I don't know that we'll move too much from that 8 seed moving into the tournament. But with the 12 teams in, there's a still chance if we hold to that 8 seed, we should even host the first round. Now, it's a play-in game, but it's a home game. Late in the season, you always want those, as many as you can get. So, we play that 8-9 matchup. Right now, it looks like it'd be friends. Kind of depending on what Ottawa does, we may be able to jump and get to that 7, but with just not knowing what games we have left, and especially not getting 2 big games that we probably needed to make that jump earlier this weekend, probably we're going to stick at that 8 seed.
Well, hopefully things will work out and you can at least get another game in next Saturday. We'll see about Wednesday. You never know. Congrats on the win, head coach Grace Hadley of the Lady Eagles. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Max.
We'll have more coming up. Always good to have Lady Eagle head coach Grace Hadley on the halftime show, talking over that Oklahoma Wesleyan Lady Eagle victory. Let's talk about the men's game. 39-30 is where we stand here at halftime. Wesleyan shooting it at 50% from the floor, but just 4 of 15 from downtown. Avila 9 of 28 for 32% overall, 2 of 12 from downtown. Avila getting to the stripe, though, 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Wesleyan just 3 of 6. And OKWU a 20-13 advantage there on the glass. The scoring been interesting in this one. Caleb Stokes has 11 points. Brooks Haddock with 7. And you have another 7 from Jansen Litsky, 4 from Valentine Van Putten, 3 from Max Valentino, 3 from Dylan Phillip, 2 from Ramey, and 2 from Brandon Bird as well. On the other side, it's been sparse for Avila. 4 from Heinrich, 4 from Phillips, 4 from Banks, 2 from DeShazer, 6 from Hoggett, and 6 from Tyree King. Really been a balanced attack for Avila. You'd like to see a little bit more efficiency, believe it or not, from the Eagles. Team that shoots it at nearly 37% from beyond the arc on the year, just 4 of 15 in the first half. You think there's some shots that could go down. I think Brooks Haddock's forced up a couple. He's just 1 of 5 today. Lenz Ramey, 0 of 1. Those are guys that are hitting over 50% over the last 4 or 5 games. So you'd like to see them knock down a couple more shots. Speaking of some games that are pertinent, Bethel and Tabor play tonight at 7 o'clock. If the Blue Jays are able to knock off Bethel, that would give Oklahoma Wesleyan pretty much a really good look at the conference championship. We kind of peppered it into the play-by-play of the game there in the first half, but it's not the standings on the men's side, at least on the men's side, that will decide the title in the KCAC. Just with this being such a wacky year, there's a 5-person advisory committee that will decide the standings. Basically, they'll make their own power rankings, if you will. Right now, Oklahoma Wesleyan, Coach Bostwick believes, is in second place, probably not going to move down regardless of any outcomes. They've got 2 wins over third place McPherson and a couple of games in the standings, so to speak. The standings the way we see them as they're presented on the DAC Stats website. So things are looking good for the Eagles. A conference championship would be great, but they've lost 2 games to Bethel already, so it's going to be a hard sell, especially with Mother Nature possibly waxing that game on Wednesday. Next Saturday, we don't know either, but we will keep you updated. Oklahoma Wesleyan, though, should have a home game in the conference tournament. They've been in that KCAC tournament title game the last 3 seasons, trying to make it 4 years in a row. Hopefully they can do so, but a lot of work left to be done here today. They lead Avila by 9, 39-30 at the break. Second half coming up. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops on K1. And we're back here, second half of the action. Oklahoma Wesleyan hoops on K1 this afternoon, a doubleheader. Wesleyan hoping for the sweep. It's Avila starting with the basketball, down 9. Dylan DeShazer jacks up a right wing three. That one off the mark. It'll be Stokes coming down with a rebound for Wesleyan. Eagles working forward with it from right to left on your radio dial. Miller up high with the basketball. Gets a pick from Litsky, turns about trying to find a backdoor cutter. Instead keeps the basketball, backs down Simpson. Double team comes, he throws it cross court for Stokes. Rise and fire three ball, that one pops out. Loose ball goes right back to Stokes on the left side. Kick up top, Bird working around right side. Haddock shot fake, got the defender in the air, and Brooks dials it in from distance. Second one today, and Brooks in double figures now for the 66th time in his Eagle career, 20th time in 22 games this season. 42-30, Wesleyan's biggest lead all day is his 12 points right now. Hoggett to Simpson, now Heinrich on the left side working with the basketball, driving baseline, had a little bit of space, gives it up for King, straightaway triple off left, rebound for Jansen Litsky. Oklahoma Wesleyan working in transition with the basketball. Miller has it over on the left arc. Miller giving a little bit of space. Simpson is the defender on the left wing. Miller still holding on to the basketball, takes it around off a pick from Litsky, dribbles behind the back. Litsky fires a three ball off toward the right, and Stokes comes down with the rebound. An offensive board, and they didn't have that one off the rim. Stokes a leaner from the foul line. Tough shot, and it goes down for Caleb Stokes. He's got a game-high 13 points, and Oklahoma Wesleyan all of a sudden up by 14 here in this contest. Heinrich around to King, left side for Hunter Hoggett. Freshman out of Sapulpa. Hoggett pauses at the foul line, dumps it off on the block to Shazer. Back up top for Dante Simpson. Right side Heinrich for three and splashes that one in. Trey Heinrich's got 7 points. 44-33 is the tally. Under 18 to go in the contest here. Bird to Stokes. Stokes up high with it, driving on King, mid-post left side, backing him down. Double team comes, Stokes doesn't panic. Looking for somebody, has that ball tipped away, right back to him. Stokes a drop step, throws it inside, it's tipped. And Bird is going to save it on the far sideline, throws it back to midcourt for Haddock. 5 to shoot, Brooks looking to pull up, he does so, and Brooks a tough shot off left, and Miller and Stokes get caught up there. One of them would have gotten that ball on the rebound, but they tripped over each other. Stokes has to tie the shoelaces. Unfortunate lost possession there for Wesleyan. 44-33 the tally, 17-23 to go. Coverage of Oklahoma Wesleyan hoops today on K1 AM 1400 and FM 93.3. Simpson dribbles the ball up for Avila, slowing down the pace. Most teams have trouble keeping up with Oklahoma Wesleyan for 40 whole minutes without slowing down the tempo. Hoggett crosses over, gets by Bird, drives the lane, throws to the corner, tipped away by Haddock. Nice defense from Oklahoma Wesleyan. Avila, just 5 turnovers today. They take care of the basketball better than anybody in the league. They also force the most turnovers, but oftentimes that shooting percentage lags down in the 30s. Tricky to win basketball games that way, but when you take care of the basketball and force turnovers, you stay in a ton of games. They're trying right now, down 11. Simpson straight away with 5 to shoot, drives, lost the basketball. Litsky came away with that one that was poked free by his teammate. Wesleyan on the move. Miller top of the key with it, throws left for Bird, steps into a three from the wing. That one no good, but Stokes is able to tip the rebound to his teammate, and they get it to Bird underneath for an easy set-in bucket. Brandon Bird in the starting lineup today making a big difference. He's got 4 points, and he's played great perimeter defense. 46-33 Wesleyan in control right now. Simpson, foul line jumper, misses that one badly. Litsky got a hand in his face with the help defense. Wesleyan in transition. Miller has it on the right side. Skip on the block for Litsky. He backs down King. Reversal to Bird, left corner. Now Haddock on the wing with it. Haddock all over him defensively is DeShazer. Now Brooks backs away. Can he set up an open shot here? Working on him on the dribble. Brooks in the lane. Brooks throws it up over his head. Not going to go. Litsky's tip not quite there either. Avila sprinting out on the break. Hunter Hoggett in the lane. Euro step around Haddock. Throws it off the back iron. Too strong. Didn't have the angle in the lane. Wesleyan by 13 on the move. Brooks Haddock throws it at the rim for Stokes. An alley-oop dunk raised the roof. Wesleyan in transition. This team can fly. 15-point advantage, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 15:48 to go as Bill Sloan wants to talk things over right now. Wesleyan by 15. Full timeout on the floor. We'll be back. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops on K1. High-flying Oklahoma Wesleyan basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. Brooks Haddock to Caleb Stokes for the alley-oop dunk that prompted the timeout. It's 48-33. Oklahoma Wesleyan leads with 15:48 remaining in the contest. Those two have shared the scoring load quite generously. I've talked to both of them over the course of this month, and they say, doesn't really matter who's doing the scoring as long as we're winning basketball games, and that has been the recipe. Here is Heinrich, a left side three ball, no good out of the timeout. Van Putten gets the rebound. Second unit in for Oklahoma Wesleyan, by the way. Van Putten, Ramey, Boston, Phillip, and Max Valentino. Boston slows the ball down up high on the right side. Wesleyan with its biggest lead all day, 15-point advantage. Valentino catches the pass right side, sinks to the corner. Now Ramey on the perimeter. Phillip straight away, shot fake, drives, kicks left corner. Boston for three. Too strong. That one is loose, and Hoggett comes away with it. He leaped quite high to get that rebound, and he'll take it into the offensive set for Avila right now. Here is Heinrich, top of the key, back left side for Hunter Hoggett. Steps in the lane, kicks right. Simpson on the wing for three. Has that one rattle out, no good. Avila 3 of 18 from downtown. Here's a pass underneath to Van Putten. He catches and scores down low. A nice pass from half court to set up Van Putten for an easy bucket inside. Oklahoma Wesleyan is humming right now. Eagles on an 11-3 run to start this half. 5.5 minutes into things. Here is Banks, a three. That one a flat shot, no good. Another three-pointer off the mark for Avila. Wesleyan's offense is in cruise control right now. Phillip off a screen, straight away, catches the pass, gets another pick from Van Putten, pulls this time, has that one rattle out. Loose ball inside, a foul on Valentino, trying to scrap for that rebound. You like the effort, though. You don't mind that foul getting called, and a hustle attempt to try to get an offensive board. Neither team has really shot very proficiently from beyond the arc. Avila, 3 of 19, Wesleyan, 5 of 20. Brick squad out there for both of these sides, but Wesleyan has really found the offense just in terms of overall points, pulling away. 17-point advantage. The defense has set the tone, getting some transition buckets on the back of some big stops. Here's Phillips off a screen, lost the basketball. Van Putten was able to force it away. Boston recovers the loose ball. Wesleyan on the move again. Pass to Phillip in the corner right side. Boston on the wing, looking at the rim, gives off Valentino. Straightaway three. No good. Rebound for Avila. They'll push. Hoggett in the lane. Nobody in his path until Boston runs in there. Contact down low. A late blocking foul is called on Boston, and that'll put Hunter Hoggett on the line here for a couple. Wesleyan playing with great hustle, great energy right now out there on the floor. Hunter Hoggett to the line here for a couple. 6 points in the first half, none since. Free throw off the mark. 11th try for Avila from the line before they missed their first one. They were 10 of 10 prior to that. Another one here for Hoggett. It will fall through. 50-34 Oklahoma Wesleyan. This was a 9-point game at halftime. Wesleyan has really pushed this lead right now. Boston, Valentino, Van Putten, Phillip, and Ramey out there. Ramey just 2 points in the ball game. He's the third scorer on the team in terms of points per game. Here's a backdoor cut. Valentino catches on the right block, lost his footing, and they're going to get him for a travel there. The big fella slipped with it. Unfortunate that that was a foul. Valentino didn't realize they called a travel on him. What's the call here? The far side official whistled travel. My view is impeded. I did not see what the baseline official signaled. They're talking right now. It seemed like a foul probably forced the travel, but they're going to say the opposite. The travel was induced by nothing. So the Eagles turn it over, unfortunately. A tough luck call on Max Valentino down on the block. Dante Simpson will bring it up for Avila. Does not have a made field goal today. Avila shooting under 30% from the floor, though, in this ball game. Wesleyan playing great field goal defense right now. Here's a pass inside, intercepted by Van Putten. Things like that. Oklahoma Wesleyan really controlling this game. It was a really tough battle about a month ago in Kansas City. That was one of the harder fought wins for Wesleyan this year. Valentino stepped on the sideline. Back-to-back turnovers there for Valentino. Nothing he can do about that one. Starters coming back in here with 13 minutes to go in the contest. 50-34. Oklahoma Wesleyan has the lead. Second unit outscored Avila 2-1 over the last 2:48. Talon Miller, Brooks Haddock, Caleb Stokes, Jansen Litsky, Brandon Bird out there. Bird drawing the start today with Ammons out. Poling out as well. Prognosis on Austin Poling, maybe by the conference tournament, but the doctor said they really don't want to rush him. Here's Dinkins, straightaway three, not there. Long board falls into the hands of Brandon Bird. Now Miller running the offense. Pass to Haddock on the left side. Back to Miller up top. They lob it inside for Stokes, who had great position. Defender falls down. Stokes has an easy bucket. 17 for Caleb Stokes, matching his total from last game at Sterling and also his season average. Eagles by 18. Feeling good here at home today. Hunter Hoggett off a screen, left side with the basketball. Behind the back pass, off of Phillips' feet and out of bounds. Avila forced into back-to-back turnovers. Not something they do very often. A team that only gives it up 13 times per game. They're at 10 right now. 12:24 to go in the contest. Wesleyan by 18 here at home. Eagles winners of 5 in a row. A 6th straight win would be their longest streak all season. Miller up high on the left arc. Has the ball, defender Simpson on him. Haddock off a screen, straightaway triple. Not there. Stokes offensive board, forces it up. Not going to go either. Loose ball rebound secured by Simpson. Some contact on both releases there. Donnie Bostwick not getting the calls that he wants. Here's Hoggett driving in the lane, steps around one defender, throws it away. 3 straight turnovers forced by the Wesleyan defense. They could go up by 20 with a bucket here. Stokes in the lane, runs over Phillips, offensive foul. Brandon Phillips clapping and yelling. Real excited there. His team down 18. Tough call on Stokes. 11:51 to go in the contest.
Another stop! Another stop!
Donnie Bostwick wants his team to continue the defensive effort. They forced 3 straight turnovers. See if they can force Avila into another mistake. What doesn't get talked about is the defensive length of this Wesleyan team. It looks like they're in something of a zone. Well, you got Bird, Litsky, and Stokes all standing on the back line at least. It was a man-to-man defense. They set up a 3, no good from Dinkins deep in the corner. But this is a team that's got a lot of long-armed fellas out there to put a hand in your face. Here's Stokes, baseline right with the basketball. Game high 17, dishes to Litsky, and he's hit hard down low by Hoggett. Jansen was gearing up for another dunk. He had the one-handed hammer early on in this contest. Really nice pass from Caleb Stokes. Litsky goes to the line, 7.7 boards for him. Never lost to Avila in his career. Wasn't on the roster for that 2017 loss when it was a non-conference game against Avila. First free throw from Jansen is good. 61% shooter on the year. 8 points for Jansen Litsky. Getting close to that double-double. Wesleyan lead is 19. Now 20. 54-34. Miller nearly stole that inbound pass. I don't think Avila saw him. 11:15 to go in the contest. This Avila team looking a little bit tired out there, shooting at just 26% from the floor. They scored 4 points in the 9 minutes since halftime. Here's a steal up top for Stokes. He's got a breakaway, lift off. No, had the ball stripped, but he recovers and gets the layup to go off the glass. I think everybody was gearing up for what could have happened there. Instead, Stokes an easy layup, and he's got 19. 22-point advantage for Oklahoma Wesleyan. They forced turnovers on 4 of the last 5 possessions. Caleb Stokes laughing with his teammates. They know what could have happened there on that breakaway. Timeout with 10:54 to go. 56-34 Oklahoma Wesleyan. Eagles on a 17-4 run since halftime here as Coach Sloan is searching for answers right now and can't find too many. Eagles pulling away from a team that really challenged them a month ago. That shows the growth that this team has been able to find over the last couple of weeks. You know, you play so many games back to back to back in close succession. Coach Bostwick, you know, he said wanted to play that one on Wednesday against Southwestern, was hoping that would keep the team in rhythm. Doesn't look like there is a ton of rust out there today. You love the way this team is playing on the defensive end. Under 11 minutes to go. Avila with the basketball. Here is Haynes, now Hoggett. Back to Simpson at the center court logo. They'll throw it right side for King. Avila trying to find answers. Pull up 3 for King. Way too strong. And a rebound for Miller. Eagles on the accelerator. Pass to Bird left side. Plants, fires, and misses the 3. Miller flies for the tip in. Taylon Miller, his first bucket of the game. He flies in high for the tip in. Eagles by 24. Miller came out of nowhere. That's a hustle play right there. A great basketball instinct play as well. Avila on offense down 24. King back to Simpson, left arc. Simpson to King. Everybody up in the faces of these Avila players. King trying to attack baseline left. Kicks it out for Alicia Haynes. Haynes runs over Litsky. Offensive foul. Moderate crowd here today, getting some nice applause for Litsky. And I think Litsky, he's been in that spot a lot of times this year where, you know, it could potentially be a block. Really positioned himself well to avoid that foul call. 19 points, 7 rebounds for Caleb Stokes. Brooks Haddock with 10. Jansen Litsky has 9.7 rebounds. Leaders on this team playing good basketball. Here's Bird in the corner, left side with it. Skips it on the block, left side for Litsky. Litsky going to work, lowers his shoulder. Litsky flips it up and in for an easy 2. Jansen Litsky in double figures for the 5th time this season. He's got 11. Is it Bird? They dumped it off to Bird down low for the bucket. My apologies. Had my view impeded there by the official. Either way, Eagles lead by 26 now, taking it to Avila in the second half. Here's a 3 from Banks, not going to go left side. Rebound for Stokes. Eagles by 26 right now. 21-4, they've outscored Avila this half. Miller crossover, kick back right for Haddock on the outside. Backs away, Haddock gets a pick. Litsky freed in the lane, and he's tied up, and a foul is going to be called there on King. It was a really nice pick and roll. They double-teamed Haddock, and Brooks delivered a strike to Litsky in the lane. And a foul was called down low on King. That's his 3rd.
Good, man, good, good.
So the Eagles will inbound from the baseline. 9 minutes to go, leading by 26 all of a sudden. Here is Stokes facing up Phillips. They double team him. Reversed pass is intercepted by Hoggett. First time the Eagles made a poor decision, it seems like, this entire second half. Hoggett, tricky dribble move to get by Haddock. Dumps it off for Simpson at the foul line. Back to Hoggett, left side shot fake on the wing. Hoggett delivers to the baseline. A jumper from Banks is good, and that ends a pretty lengthy field goal drought there for Avila of at least 7 minutes without a made shot. Banks' first bucket of the second half. 60-36, 8.5 minutes to go. Wesleyan shooting 46%. They've only made 5 threes in this one, taking it to him in the paint. Haddock double team, gives it off to Litsky on the block, has to pick that one up. The follow-away shot not there. Rebound for Phillips. Couple nice defensive positions in a row for Avila, but probably going to be too little too late. Extra pass to the corner, left side Hoggett for 3, not going to go. Rebound Simpson at the foul line. Phillips gives it off. Simpson, left elbow, kick to the corner. Banks a long 2 from the baseline, not going to go. And Stokes pulls in his 9th rebound. Stokes had a double-double last game, could get another one today. Stokes flies to the rim, skyward, and lays it in. You thought maybe he could throw that one down. He's over 20 points for the 6th time this season, and the Eagles have a 26-point gap between them and Avila right now. Hoggett, top of the key. Dump off for Heinrich, driving in the middle of the lane. Kicks right, Phillips, a three from the wing. Phillips has that one pop in. Just his second made field goal. He was 1 of 7 in the first half. Finally gets a three-pointer down. 62-39. Avila's now 4 of 24 from 3. Wesleyan is 5 of 25. Pretty uncharacteristic from downtown today. 7:15 to go, 62-39. Stokes spinning. Stokes gets to the rim and flips that one in. What a finish from Caleb Stokes inside. He's got 23. Back the other way, Hoggett from the elbow. The jumper not there. Haddock pulls down his third rebound. Full court pass to Brandon Bird. One dribble and a layup and a finish through contact. A great feed from Brooks Haddock. The home run pass over the top. And Brandon Bird's got a chance for an and one bucket. Bird has 8 points today, making his first start since last season in replacement of Kaz Ammons. Gonna see some stubs. Stokes comes off with 23 points today. Eagles having some fun playing basketball out there this afternoon. Didn't know if we were gonna get this one in. The Eagles looking like a team that's very excited, taking advantage of every opportunity they have to play basketball here this season. This team is in some rhythm as well. Bird's free throw is good. He's got 9 points. He'll come off. 7 minutes to go. 67-39 is the advantage for Oklahoma Wesleyan. Play this one out down the stretch here. A couple solid minutes, and you don't really have anything to worry about. Up by 28, probably don't have too many worries anyways. Here's Heinrich on the dribble, working on Valentino, left wing. Heinrich in the lane, pushes a pass to the corner. They work it around. A three ball is launched from Clayton Rhodes, and it'll fall down. Clayton Rhodes hits his first one of the season on 9 attempts off the bench for Avila. 67-42, 25-point game. Dylan Phillip in the corner with it for Wesleyan. Heaves a pass up top for Valentino. Ramey pushes it left corner for Boston. Boston on the attack, back to Valentino right side. 12 to shoot. Valentino doubled on the baseline, looking for help. Feeds Dylan Phillip straight away. 7 to shoot. Phillip drives the runner off left. Van Putten picks it up off the ground with 3 seconds. Triple team Van Putten, the sky hook. Not there. Eagles, some nice teamwork to try to get a look there at the buzzer. Almost looked like the Harlem Globetrotters tipping that thing around.
Hey, it's gonna stop. Control the penetration.
6 minutes to go. Wesleyan eyeing their 6th consecutive win.
Dribble over, dribble over.
Didn't start reading the press clippings after jumping into the top 25 this week. They know those rankings don't really have much bearing. They mean a lot. It means a lot to be honored, but that doesn't mean to stop working. Here's Heinrich one-on-one. Step back, left elbow jumper. That one off front iron. Van Putten able to secure it. That's his 7th board off the bench. Valentin Van Putten crossing over to Shazer. Now gives it off in the corner for Ramey. Valentino on the block, left side now, backing down. Double team comes. Kick up top, Ramey. A deep three, launch and lands. Lets it loose and gets a bucket. 5 points for Ramey. That's his first 3 of the day. 70-42. Wesleyan by 28. Now 26 as Dylan DeShazer has a free throw line jumper go down. And a timeout called by Bill Sloan on the Avila bench. 70-44 is where we stand right now. 5:15 to go in the contest. A full timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops for you today on K1 AM 1400 and FM 93.3.
Next pass! Next pass!
Oklahoma Wesleyan hoops joining the action in progress. Our break ran a little long. Valentine Van Putten able to get a bucket down low. He's up to 8 points. The Eagles were able to solve the press. Back the other way, Hunter Hoggett drives the lane for Avila. His layup misses. It's a scrum for it down low. And I think a whistle is going to go on Oklahoma Wesleyan. A foul on Dylan Phillip. Oklahoma Wesleyan out in front 72-44. 4:50 to go. Eagles' biggest conference win was a 23-point win against York. 22 points was the margin against Sterling last Saturday. Trey Heinrich has the ball for Avila right now. Hoggett double clutches, misses the three in the corner there as that one did 2 full revolutions around the rim before being knocked out of bounds by an Avila player.
Corner, Max, corner.
Boston, Valentino, Van Putten, Phillip, and Ramey out there as Wesleyan cruising right now. It was a really close game in the first half. Wesleyan just turned on the Jets in the second half. 31-14 is their advantage here since the break. Ramey up top with the basketball, trying to create, gets to the foul line, guarded tightly, kicks right for Boston, staring in the eyes of the defender Heinrich, shoots the three over him, and hits that one off back iron. Not there. That's the signature Kayvon Boston stare-down triple. That time it didn't go. Just over 4 minutes to go. Here's Hunter Hoggett running the lane. Has that one affected by Valentino as he goes tumbling down the baseline. Wesleyan has numbers. Lends Ramey right wing. Nobody on him. Pull up. Triple. Buries it. You can't leave him alone. Lends Ramey for the second time today. He's got 8 points off the bench for Wesleyan. The lead is 31. That's as big as it has been all day. Under 4 minutes to go. Wesleyan dominating Avila here at home on a really chilly Saturday. Not much to excite you with this crazy weather coming in, but the Eagles are playing great basketball. Missed jumper from Heinrich. We'll see 5 fresh faces check in. Third unit here for OKWU. Valentine Van Putten's going to come off. 8 points, 8 rebounds for him off the bench. Lens Ramey at 8 points as well. We see Jaden Litsky, Tashik Fakipo, Cameron Dunn, and Jacob Mershon. Ramey's actually going to stay in the ball game. Only 4 guys came in. Don't have quite as much depth without Ammons and Poling. Here's Ramey chalking one up from the left corner. No. Big Tish gets the offensive board. Power dribble up and has that shot blocked by Haynes. Avila will come away with it. Clayton Rhodes pushes the other way. Clarence Johnson, the 4th in the lane, and he ran into Jaden Litsky, and Litsky gets called for the foul. Younger brother of Jansen, of course. A senior and a freshman. Jaden, state champion at Rejoice Christian a couple of years back in Class A. They had qualified for the state tournament last spring before it was shut down. Inbound Rhodes. Now Stevens. And a 3 ball from Clarence Johnson, the 4th, and it's good. 75-47. Cameron Dunn, native of Tulsa, Northeast Oklahoma A&M transfer, gives it off to Jacob Mershon and has the ball poked free from behind. Mershon at a Lincoln Christian.
Hey, let's go, 3 camp. 3 camp.
2:52 left in the ball game, 75-47. Litsky looking to inbound. And he'll throw it up top for Mershon off his fingertips, but he recovers. Back at the logo, one-on-one Mershon. Right wing gets a pick from Litsky. Mershon driving the lane, left side, stops on the block, lobs it inside for Jaden Litsky, and that pass is stolen. Litsky couldn't quite handle it. 2.5 minutes to go, 28-point contest. Johnson, the 4th, pushes it to Dinkins on the right side. Wesleyan 36-17 is their second half advantage, putting the clamps on them. I remember a game a couple years back in Kansas City. Eagles held Avila scoreless for the last 8 minutes. 3-ball missed from Rhodes. Ramey comes away with it, flips the pass forward for Dunn. Dunn gathers himself, underhand to Litsky, who can't quite lay that one up and in. A chaotic sequence there for Wesleyan. 2 minutes to go. Here is Dinkins driving and laying it up and in easily. 75-49, a bucket for Avila, but not going to deter Oklahoma Wesleyan. They've held their opponent to under 30%. Mershon, a corner 3-ball. 78-49, Wesleyan is cruising here on this Saturday, giving these fans something to cheer about. Here is Alicia Haynes in the corner, driving, dumps off, tipped on the pass, loose ball recovered somehow by Jordan Stevens. Clarence Johnson, the fourth, on the dribble drive, backdoor pass to Haynes, sets it up and in. Nice pass there behind the back line of the Wesleyan defense. 78-51, minute 20 to go. Cameron Dunn handles the ball up top for the Eagles.
Execute. Eagle. Box eagle.
Coach Bostwick still calling out the plays for this third unit. Ramey with the ball on the left wing. Trying to set up Litsky on the block. They do so. Jaden left block, backdoor for Fakipo, and muscles one up close to the rim. Can't get it to go inside. Big Tish has had two that have nearly gone down. Here's Johnson, the fourth, streaking through the lane. And a bucket, a quick timeout to get some bench warmers in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Minute to go, 78-53. 25-point deficit.
Hey. Go stack, clear the side. Stack,
Eagles
clear
have
the side.
Tabor at home on Wednesday. Lady Eagles travel to Tabor on Wednesday. We will see. Then Bethany for a doubleheader at home
You got
a
Cam in
week
that
from
corner.
today, and that's
Stack.
all there is
One
for
side.
the regular season. Eagles will win their sixth in a row here. Mershon has a double pick at the top of the key, takes it towards the left arc, picks up his dribble, bounces for Big Tish on the block, double teamed in the post, gets it outside Valentino, right side three, ball splashes it in, second time Max has made one, 81-53, 40 seconds left in the contest. Clarence Johnson, the fourth, crossover, kick right for Haynes. Haynes one-on-one with Fakipo, kick to the left corner, Johnson for three again, not gonna go. Valentino tracks down the board, shot clock turned off. Eagles throw it forward. Mershon's got a chance at the rim, that one blocked. Fakipo comes away with it, and he kicks it back out. Dunn fires the three, and Cameron Dunn joins the fun. Wesleyan helping out their three-point numbers a little bit. It was just their eighth on 29 attempts this game. 84-53 is the score here. Eagles will run this down. Avila with the ball. Haynes fires a corner three, not gonna go. Rebound inside, and a miss for Avila, and that will be the buzzer. Oklahoma Wesleyan 6 wins in a row for the first time this season. 84-53, they get it done. Wesleyan moves to 17-5 with the victory, 13-4 in conference play. Avila drops to 11-10 on the season overall, 6-9 in conference. 31-point margin for Oklahoma Wesleyan is their biggest conference win of the season. They did it behind another 20-plus point performance for Caleb Stokes. He had 23 in this one, finished with 9 rebounds officially and 4 assists. Haddock in double figures with 10. Scattered scoring elsewhere, some good stuff. We'll wrap it up in the post-game show right after this. It's Oklahoma Wesleyan Hoops right here on K1. Those were good.